Adam Kiseki, let's talk about Christmas, specifically Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I should take a moment to step back just a little bit and recognize that this Solaris Nights is episode number 85. But yeah, let's talk about Christmas Day.
Yeah. So I think that probably there's a there's the shot of the Christmas party that we've probably seen a few times at this point. But as you scan like the small crowd that's there, you realize that Adam is not in attendance.
What an antisocial. All right, what is he doing instead? What kind of person would skip Christmas with their coworkers? Where's your company loyalty?
Adam Kiseki is currently on the 7th floor of an apartment building about a block and a half from the spaceport.
He's killing someone else.
Staring down a sniper scope.
Yeah, he is killing someone else. I knew it. This is a classic Adam Kiseki move right here. Kill people on tall buildings.
Yeah. Currently he does not appear to be aiming directly at anybody, but as we look down the scope, he is clearly overlooking the Jade Falcon compound. And we see next to the rifle on the windowsill is a notepad, where he is writing things like patrols, security details.
Sure, I'd love you to make a research roll real quick.
Yep. Oh man, I need to have Dynamis make me some Word of Blake dice.
No. Why? Everyone always wants these unique dice. Yeah, that's a great roll. What do you want to do about that?
Yeah, it was a great roll. It's because I accidentally rolled one of the Rasselhag dice. It stole my mojo.
Wow.
I'm gonna use my edge on this.
Sure.
And that's a 7.
Choose one option. You get an open-ended question. Anything you want about this particular situation.
I would like to first of all choose 2 options because I'm mean. By mean I mean I have cold read, the ghost move. The first question I immediately want to ask is what are the perimeter vulnerabilities, specifically for moving in a team of like a quiet infantry team?
Their perimeter has no vulnerabilities. They have 2 clan dropships with advanced sensor systems running at all times, and in fact, they seem to be dispatching a team to your position right now to eliminate a perimeter vulnerability.
Excellent. And also, where have they been sending people?
So, the Jade Falcon clan, and to some extent, the Jade Wolf clan, which now also exists here in the form of like 3 guys, only send people to either the Diamond Shark compound or to their matches. They seem to be in full lockdown. No going out and getting smoothies wearing heart-shaped glasses. Doesn't happen.
So nobody has left the compound at any point?
Only to head further into the spaceport or to a gladiators match.
Okay.
What do you want to do about that team of elementals headed towards your position to ask you a few questions about why you're aiming an electronic device at them?
Oh, he just leaves a bunch of explosives behind him that they're going to have to defuse instead of chasing him.
In an apartment building?
Yep.
Wow, Jesus. You're fucking cold, dude.
Yeah, it's either they stop and get rid of the explosives, or he drops the whole building.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think they would care to defuse their elementals? That explosion's gonna roll off of them and kill everybody on several floors.
Yep, and then Jade Falcon just blew up a building on Solaris in
Oh,
violation of the
wow. Listen to
Shurisutuki Egg.
this guy. All right. Probably the elemental commander just, I don't know, picks up the explosives and throws them out the window and then shoots it.
Good enough for Adam.
All right. So there's a big explosion that rocks the whole building. What was the... It was Age of Ultron, where... No, because that's where Wanda was introduced. Civil War? Is that where Wanda blows up the front end of the building and kicks off the entirety of the story? I'm pretty sure it's Civil War. Yeah, so he basically throws the explosive pack outside, and as it's beeping and getting ready to explode, he just shoots it with this, you know, elemental laser.
Mm-hmm.
And it explodes anyway. The Jade Falcons, are they heroes? No one really wants to say that. Why were those explosives there? Was this all a stunt? All right, Wobbly, what else you want to do?
I am gonna go to a bar.
We're going to a bar. Is there a particular bar?
Yes, we've seen this place a couple of times. Usually to smash cuts to some like grizzled old man screaming about whatever the current match is. But Adam walks into the VCW, or Veterans of the Clan Wars chapter house.
Yeah.
To take a seat and
need to do a spin-off show where that guy's the main character. You know, like is it Cheers, where the whole show is just set in the bar the whole time?
You know, I think I think that's it.
All right, we're just gonna do Cheers at the VCW for like a Battletech episode.
Yeah, and there's also, when I was a kid, there was also this weird show on either Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or something that was like, it was something that it was just an entire like sitcom that happened between high school kids in the period between classes and was filmed entirely in the hallway. It was a whole thing.
I don't know.
I forget what it was called.
That's some crazy shit though.
Yeah, I remember it being like a thing that was like, the episodes were super short because they were as long as you had between periods.
So like 2 minutes, depending on which school you went to in West Virginia.
Yeah, I think they were like 7 or 8 minutes short.
Okay, you're here at the VCW. Have you regularly come to this place?
Regularly is probably like a stretch, but he's been in here a few times.
All right, so it's not like the whole place turns to stare at you and wonder what the hell you're doing here.
No.
You get a few nods of recognitions from the regulars, including an old man with curly, graying, wild hair and a white beard who's currently knocking salt into his beer while watching, I don't know, Chime Jade Falcon kill Adam Kiseki.
Adam Knight, you mean?
Yeah, Adam Knight. Sorry, I was literally looking at OBS and I saw Kiseki. So, my bad. Yeah, happening right now.
So this is a few days later then, on a few days after Christmas.
One day after Christmas. It's literally the next day.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, he died on the 26th.
Yeah, so he I think Adam just watches this happen, and like there's a long pause of before he says anything, and then he just says, "Damn to waste," and orders a drink. Orders 2 actually.
People bring you, let's call it a Timbiki Dark. Who doesn't love the classic Battletech? I mean, unless you'd like a primary beer.
No. I think he's Adam's not really a beer drinker. And he walks out with the drink. He hands one to Osman.
Osman is enraged right now. Like, he just watched his new best friend die live on television, but he takes the drink
And then Adam just says, like, leans in close to him and says, "If this is what you want, Osman, if this is the life you want, you're going to watch a lot more people you like die." Now, turning to his memory.
He does drink.
Mhm.
But he's a savage from Iberia, so as he finishes drinking, he slams the glass mug against the ground.
Yeah. And Adam takes the other drink and just pays for it and says, "Where was the last place you went?"
You're asking where's the last place Adam Knight went?
Where's the last place the two of you went together?
It's the two of them went. I think they met at the Christmas party and that was it, right?
Oh yeah, and then they went around the city for like a few days.
Oh, that's right. They did. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. They went partying.
But I don't know. It sounds like you know the answer better than me. Where is the last place they went?
I don't remember. I think it's probably just like some club somewhere or something.
Yeah, probably. That sounds like Osmond.
Yeah.
They might have ended on the Las Vegas roller coasters inside the casinos, actually.
Yeah. And Adam goes to that place with the bottle.
Yeah.
Pours Osmond another drink and then pours a bunch of the bottle onto the ground. And just says, "Wherever you ordered them, drink up."
Okay.
And that, Osmond, is going to be that. And now, I ask you again, what do you want out of this life? Do you want me to train you to be a mech warrior? Do you want to be a gladiator? Do you simply wish to make your money, lie with beautiful people, and eat good food? Or are you here to actually grab hold of something, kill for it, die for it?
Because he actually is here to just have a good time, actually.
What do you want, Osman? Because I'm not going to sit here and train you to be a killer, to go back to your father's kingdom and take it from him for yourself, because I can already surmise by the fact that you are here that you are not exactly the next in line for it. Or do you want something else? Do you want to live simply in the greatest city there ever was or will be and enjoy your life? Or do you want to build an empire somewhere else?
All right, he turns towards you and he says, "First off, the greatest city there's ever been is the city that I am currently in at any given moment. Number two," and he takes a sip, "you're talking a lot of mad shit about stuff you don't understand in Iberia. Number three, you had asked me yesterday what I wanted. Yeah, I think the partying life would have been it, but you know what? Right now, I'm feeling like revenge. So I'd like to get into the arena some point to face down with Chime Jade Falcon. And number four, don't you ever question that I'm a killer. You don't need to train me to do that. From Iberia, bitch." And then he drops his drink again. It's probably like a shotgun. He just drops it on the ground. It hits the carpet and it doesn't break, and he walks away. It's nowhere near as cool as he wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm. She's like, "Good, cool. I finally got a fucking answer out of him. All right."
Look, this guy was looking forward to stealing a bunch of battle mechs with another pirate, and now that pirate died literally the next day.
Mm-hmm.
They were friends for a brief moment in time.
Yep. But yeah, now Adam probably spends a few days, the few days between Christmas, or between Knight's death and his match. Um, he makes a phone call at a payphone somewhere.
Okay. I like that there are still payphones in the future.
I mean, it's BattleTech. It's the future of the '80s. They never get rid of payphones.
I mean, they're kind of dying out now, but they're not totally gone. I mean, they're perfect for when you want to kill somebody and then call the police to mock them.
Yeah. Or for what he's about to do, which is call
dead drop.
Call the dead drop. He leaves a dead drop with the perimeter data and stuff for the Jade Falcon compound.
With who? Porter Blake.
Yeah. And then also does whatever you do to request at the dead drop. He needs a list of not of non-Word of Blake, but veteran of the Clan War assets on planet, special forces, soldiers, Marines, whatever he can find. He wants a list of military
thousands
persons.
of those people.
Yeah. He wants the list of the like top end of them.
I mean, do you want anything else, like mentally unstable or intelligence thinks that this person may be violent kind of deal? Politically motivated?
People with a known hatred of clanners, and people easily motivated by base needs such as money and drugs and alcohol.
Oh, you're looking for psychopaths. All right.
Yep.
Well, you may not know this, but psychopaths occur in roughly 1% of the population, so you're gonna get about a dozen people.
Adam figures that that's probably a pretty decent number.
A dirty dozen is what they're called by Word of Blake security. A team they could activate at any time with a few whispered words in their ear.
Exactly. And Adam will then, I think, over the montage, spend some time going to these people. And we can either play that out, or I can make some general roll for it or whatever. But
what is it you want these people to do?
Adam's going to put together a team. Because Adam needs a gang.
Them to do?
I need a gang.
All right. Well, it sounds a little less like a gang and more like a terrorist cell, but I'll allow it.
I'm not really in the crime business anymore. So this is what I got. And if anything, it feels kind of like an upgrade. So yeah. Adam spends the next few days, going to more of those VCW bars and stuff, and just meeting all of these guys in different places, and putting them together. And Adam, sends the notification or whatever along with all this stuff. It's like, I'm getting to work.
Okay.
Cover established. It's time to start doing some real shit.
I want to break up this scene by giving you one quick fact. Someone just followed my YouTube channel. They're a tarantula review channel on YouTube.
That is excellent.
I don't know how I feel about that, but if they like Battletech or whatever, I guess, enjoy it.
While tarantula is their favorite mech.
Ugh. They have such low base. Why would you settle on that specific mech, though? There are better spider-like mechs, like the Bishinin.
Spider's too mainstream. Go for the tarantula, baby.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right.
So that is what Adam gets up to before his match.
You find yourself in an interview then?
I think so. I think that's pretty much what I've got.
So the attitude at the studio is rather muted. Of course, an Apex Dragons gladiator just died yesterday. people are trying to show some respect for Adam Knight. I don't really know how to describe this without making it seem kind of disrespectful. But you know how, like, after Vietnam, there were tons of surplus military uniforms, and like everyone from radio show hosts to just like random people could get one of those uniforms, and it didn't make you look like you were a soldier because it didn't have any patches on it, but it just made you look like you were wearing something. You know what I mean? I'm talking crazy about this. He's wearing essentially a Comstar version of that for like their post 2K Ed Army of Comstar, the Comguard uniform. And he says, Adam Kiseki, thank you for joining me once again. I know that things are getting tense with the death of another mech warrior to a clan personnel. Certainly not the only one to happen recently. I know that you have some very distinct views on the clans. I wanted to ask how you intend to handle your match today against Star Commander Nelson Nixon of Clan Steel Viper.
Plan to handle it the same way I handle every match. I'm going to win.
You're up against a blood-named warrior.
It's not the first time. I doubt it'll be the last.
What's your strategy going into this match?
Well, it's more or less the same strategy I have always had with the machine that I have at my disposal currently. I have to utilize my speed, and if I've got a range advantage on him, I'll use that. If I don't, I'll have to close and hope to outmaneuver him.
Okay.
The mech I have is really only suited to a few things. It's a machine very much built to ride the razor's edge in the arena. So I'm going to ride it the same way I have.
You'll be fighting in the Capellan Confederation's arena, a recreation of the jungles of Spica. Do you think that the unusual terrain there may interrupt your usual strategy?
No, I don't think it will. I'm quite adept at maneuvering over rough terrain. And
sure, we've seen that before, but what about forests? What about if your opponent ends up someplace that you can't end up running towards him with? What if he jumps on top of something which you could not easily follow in the way that your TSM normally allows you to?
And that will present a unique challenge, and I will have to do what soldiers do on a battlefield. We improvise. You don't always know exactly how everything is going to go. The moment-to-moment hits, you have to roll with the punches. And in the case of fighting clans, you have to roll with a lot of PPC fire, usually.
Your mech have a PPC?
No, theirs usually do.
Oh, I see. I see. Is that what you're expecting from today's match, then?
Not particularly. I usually do more homework before a match, but I must admit, this time I was busy with other things. Adam was a friend of mine. And
do you have any statement to make on behalf of his passing?
Oh, his death's a shame. Another comrade in arms I'm putting in the ground. This is the life we live. It's the life we chose.
Blame the clans.
You blame the hurricane that knocks down your house? The clans have their sins to pay for. Adam Knight's death in the arena is not one of them.
Now, we have a quote here from a former member of your stable, Saya Jade Falcon, saying, "We are the clans, the Star League incarnate. None can stand against us and survive." She said this a few hours ago when asked about the death of Adam Knight. Do you have any response to her statements?
Oh, if I had a credit, or if I had a C-bill for every time the clans
T-bill
claim
just
to
shows
be
up.
the clans claim to be the inheritors of the Star League. Well, with recent events, maybe they're more right than they think. After all, the Star League did fall apart to a bunch of Civil War nonsense.
Oh, holy shit. That's me. That's not him.
Look, at the end of the day, a place like Solaris has a lot better claim on inheritor to the Star League's legacy than anything the clans could have come up with. It's the only planet in the inner sphere where you've actually got everyone sitting together and doing something towards a common benefit, even if it is just for the sake of entertainment.
This sort of harsh talk, I think, poorly reflects on your stablemate, Seth Kabrinsky, who has also claimed to be an inheritor of the Star League, and in fact has said that all of the Inner Sphere are the true inheritors of the Star League at various points in his career.
Oh, Seth is a clan warrior. He has shown me some things that make me believe that perhaps he can be more than that. I wouldn't call him a friend yet, but maybe we'll get there one of these days. It would hardly be the first time that I served on the other side of a war from someone and then sat down with them sometime later.
Is there
If anything, that's an inner sphere tradition.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, today I'm going to dedicate my victory to Adam Knight's memory.
I'll make sure to give Kane one additional wealth if you win. All right. Anything you'd like to do before you head to the jungles of Spica?
You know? I don't think so, no.
All right. Let's talk about who you'll be facing. Star Commander Nelson Nixon.
Yep.
Today, he'll be bringing his premier mech, which unfortunately appears to be pretty well suited to fighting you.
All pulse lasers. Excellent.
A clan Viper. Loaded down with twin large, medium, and quad small pulse lasers, a targeting computer, and 2 machine guns. Should be noted that he's only bringing 5 machine gun ammo.
Why would he bring an odd number of machine gun ammo for an even number of machine guns?
I just didn't want to have enough machine gun ammo that if you hit the left arm, it would touch off an explosion to kill the whole mech. You know what I mean? Even with the case.
Mm-hmm. Well, it would just do 2 pilot damage at that point.
Yeah, but you could get through and hit the arm, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And with only 5 ammo or less, because technically it should be shooting, you might not actually destroy the whole arm if you hit the ammo bin. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to bring 200 ammo to kill you.
No.
Look, I just wrote 5 down on the paper, okay? That's why he's bringing... Okay, I'm going to change it to 4 now that you're calling me out, all right?
Yeah.
Bringing 4 ammo.
That's fine.
If that becomes significant in this match, if the extra 2 damage would totally blow the arm off, I want you to know.
The only 2 damage that actually even matters on that arm is just the 2 pilot damage.
I was going to say the last 2 damage is really what matters.
Because
we get a look at the Black Python here. It literally, I've said this before, but it's literally just a fighter jet with legs.
Wow, that's terrible. Why does
I've
it have
used this thing
fins like
before
that?
in a time of Total Warfare, and it was really good.
I mean, like,
enjoyed
the
this
mech is good, and like I actually know this mech. Like, this mech's fine. It's just its
So I think
design
with
is like so
fins,
weird.
there's a thing that Battletech mechanics start to do in a couple of generations. Like,
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
know
during
about
the
the
Jihad.
fins.
They
Yeah.
give you extended jump sail fins that let you
Yeah.
glide. And the Jade Falcons start putting them on everything.
Yep.
All of their mechs have these fucking fins.
Oh man, I gotta update this this Mech Warrior data here. That's blacked out. That's the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta black all that out. That's classified information.
Nelson Nixon's promotional video is pretty well produced.
Mhm.
You know, you don't get a lot of clans who are good at entertainment. You know what I mean? It might just be Vimy and Saya, and that's it. Nelson Nixon's, it's a little dry, but it is basically a recitation of his codex, every kill that he's ever made. And it comes with the gun camera footage of when he made those kills. So it's set to like a Doom 2000 soundtrack. No.
Wow.
What's the most recent Doom? Doom
2016.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal is the
Just
one
the
that
Doom 2016 soundtrack was fucking banging. If the game could stop eating my save file every time I tried to play it, I actually might have ever finished the game. But soundtrack, absolutely great. So it's probably the only thing they fear is you as the song.
Mick Gordon kicks ass.
Yeah. And then it's just, you know, like here, but black screen in green computer text, the name of the kill, the time and the place it occurred at, and then the gun camera footage following like a 5-second clip of how he ended the battle, and just that over and over again for a minute and a half to show all of his kills. Yeah, I mean, he's not the greatest mech warrior of all time. He might even barely be worth a blood name, but he's still a pretty good clan warrior.
Yeah.
Like, he's no slouch.
Mhm.
You notice that he tends to specialize in fighting lighter, smaller mechs, like 3 or 4 of them at a time, and splitting his fire. Especially against the inner sphere. He loves splitting his fire.
Well, it's too bad I don't have ECM, so I can make a bunch of ghosts for him to split fire at.
Listen, this son of a bitch. I hate ghost mech mode. It makes everything more look, it's great and it makes sense, and it's great when it's on your side. It's also fucking complicated.
It also like makes the Raven a 900% cooler mech.
It's true, but I did it wrong on Oath of Endosteel for like a solid year.
And then
no
the
one
Raven was
told me.
trashed.
Yeah, and then the Raven was trashed. Yeah. All right. What do you got for your intro? Hey, Dunamis, when do I get my Steel Viper dice? Oh, never mind.
They're already there, dude.
I know. I shouldn't have said that. That's on me.
See, this is why I need Word of Blake dice, because you
You
already
like
have
dragons?
all the
Name
factions.
5. Tiamat. That's on me.
But yeah, Adam's intro is very like simple and somber, and it's just a video of it's a like cut together of clips from the documentary series that got him here from fighting on the clan front, but instead of battle scenes and stuff, it's all of the times he's in the mess with like the other like Elysian Fields mech warriors,
Rainy World War II,
like
filter, like everyone drinking coffee out of tins.
Yeah.
One guy sitting on the top of the tank while everybody else walks alongside it.
Yeah. And and it's just sort of like a tribute essentially to all of the people that Adam has lost in his life as a soldier.
there a hastily cut in Adam Knight at the end of that?
Well, and Adam Knight's actually in some of it because they met at one point.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's his intro. And it just says and the like last bit on it is just like, we don't forget.
All right. As he arrives in the arena, Nelson Nixon opens his communications and said, "This victory will be short but sweet. The irritation that is Apex Dragons and their continued slanderous banditry against the clans will end. It will end today. It will end tomorrow, as each of your members is hunted down and killed."
What? You think you're the first clanner to come around spouting off death threats to all of us? There's over 10 trillion people in the Inner Sphere, clan. There ain't enough of you. And it's gonna be a cold day in hell when I go down without taking you with me.
First, but I will be the last. Selah. You literally just used the "I'm taking you with me." You're gonna get found out. You know that, right? Like you're barely even making any attempt to hide it anymore. All right, 9.
9.
Great. Let's re-roll. At least you don't have tactical genius or some annoying shit. 8.
12.
All right. Literally the worst map to lose initiative on.
So where do I want to deploy from?
All right, I've deployed.
All right. So what are the deployment rules on this map?
You can deploy 3 from any other edge besides the one he chose. That's why losing on this one versus a melee mech is terrible. Because you could just show up right beside him.
All right, cool. Oh, fuck, I might as well then.
Yeah, no one has ever not chosen to appear right beside the other person. Because I've lost pretty much every time I've done this.
Cool. Question is, it's just which edge do I want to appear right next to him on? Fuck it. We'll just I'll just deploy right there.
Okay. Roll.
Okay.
9.
10. Also, I'm starting with my heat at 9.
Okay.
Two. Right in front of him. Heavy woods, and that's probably best I can do. Most likely.
Yeah, you can get into melee with him if you supercharge.
Yeah, well, and it's about I can't get behind him because I don't have quite enough movement for that. But
no, I don't want you to.
Being in heavy woods is almost like worth not being able to get behind him, honestly. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I have to supercharge now. Yeah, we're good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That big run. 7 hexes.
Sure. I thought it was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
It took me a while to figure things out, but I did the math earlier. All right, he's gonna let loose with
Oh, shit.
machine guns, small pulses, medium pulses. That's gonna be 16 heat. Top of the jump of 4, 20. I could afford 1 LPL. So I'll do large pulse, 2 medium pulse, 4 small pulse, and machine gun. I'm not really sure if that'll hit or not. So it will. Left leg for 10.
Okay.
Pulse misses. Small pulse hits. Right arm. 3.
Okay.
Small pulse left arm. 3. Machine gun 1 hits. Left arm. No.
All right. So, I am firing the Gauss rifle, the ER large. And that and a medium laser. That's and 2 small lasers. So, here we go.
Gauss rifle is going to have minimum
plus
range
2.
issues.
Yeah, it's got +2s though. We're at medium range.
All right.
So Gauss rifle hits on 8. Everything else hits on 6. I'm pretty sure.
Very, very low.
I have a 1 gunnery.
That would do it.
So Gauss rifle misses. Large laser hits for 8 damage in the left torso. Medium laser hits for 5 damage center torso. Small laser hits for 3 damage in the right arm. And then the small laser misses.
Okay.
I'll throw 2 punches.
Gonna kick.
Then throw yon kick thy, sir.
That'll miss. I will use lucky. I have to do the math on that one now. Yep, that'll miss. I will be forced. Yes, sorry myself.
Okay. Both of my punches hit on 7s. Hit. That's 12 damage to the head. He's done.
Uses his edge to eject safely. His mech intact. Like, almost completely attacked.
That is the third match in a row that I've done that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you started literally right next to him. It would be a different matter if you had to cross the map, but
yeah,
that is the luck of the random draw.
Yeah, I was actually, that's why I was confused when you were deploying first. I was like, wait, aren't I supposed to pick what edge I come in from?
Not on this map, unfortunately. Not on this map.
Yeah, that was, yeah, because you were talking about, like, what if he jumps to somewhere you literally can't get him? And I checked the map and I was like, there's nowhere like that on this map. I can get him everywhere.
I mean, maybe. The top of that mountain in the middle, it can be difficult to traverse up through the wood.
Yeah, because of the woods specifically. But actually, okay, so quick question. Are ultra heavy woods even a real thing? Because I've never seen them before.
I have not seen, I don't know that there is a ultra heavy woods token on Tabletop Simulator, but I'm pretty sure they exist in tactical operations.
Okay, because Natural Grace lets me move through ultra heavy woods at a less movement penalty.
Yeah, that's not this.
But it doesn't apply to regular heavy woods, so I'm like, well, that's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna
Ultra
care
heavy woods
about
is
that.
like what we would consider a forest, right? So like what a battle mech considers a forest still has to be wide enough for a battle mech to pass through. It's like passing through a redwood forest in California, where there's like 30 or 40 feet between a tree.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine if it was the kind of forest where a human could barely fit through.
Yeah.
I think that's what ultra heavy woods is.
Yeah, and then it's one of those things that, like, trees only being too tall doesn't make a huge amount of sense because a mech is too tall, and trees are definitely taller than mechs by a lot.
Look, man, Battletech is an abstraction. All right.
Yeah.
You have to accept that it is dumb and stupid, or you will never be able to play it, because machine guns not even be able to fire like missiles that barely go 2 miles at most.
My favorite one is the one where they're like, no, the fact that autocannons have as short of range as they do actually kind of makes sense. We have like real life historical precedent for that.
Yeah, because you have to have penetration, and then you also have like aiming issues and stuff like that. But that
you also have the
literally only applies to autocannons.
In order to have calibers large enough to actually like get destroy battle mechs, they actually would have to be really large bore, and generally speaking, the barrels would be short comparatively. So their effective range would actually be pretty low. Because like the Sturm Tiger that's got the giant like super stubby cannon is essentially like a real life AC-20.
It's basically like a pipe from Mario.
Yeah. But yeah, Adam just takes this dude's head clean off with the claw. Just takes the Shadowhawk claw, balls it into a fist, and just right through the top.
Could have brought a Shadow Cat myself, so I could have jumped away from this. The Shadow Cat is one of the few clan mechs that doesn't have an Inner Sphere analog. Crazy.
Oh, really? What's the Inner Sphere analog for this one?
For the Viper? It is a combination of the Warhammer and the Marauder, actually. I know it doesn't look like it, but in its description, it says that it is a combination of the Warhammer and the Marauder.
I mean, it looks like a Marauder.
Yeah, it looks like...
The Marauder's got
like a Marauder
that, like,
if a fighter jet landed on the back of it.
The Marauder does have that sort of like
low feel,
airborne, that aerospace like profile.
Now look, you should be glad that Corks weren't on, because this mech comes with improved targeting short, which means some of my misses would have been hits.
Well, I don't think that would have actually helped you because I didn't have thin armor anywhere.
Get you next time. Don't worry. You'll see this guy 5 more times. He's the only one you're going to fight from now on.
All right. I'll take his head off 5 more times and he'll run out of edge.
Wow.
One of these days I'm going to kill him.
But he uses edge. It's not like it's gone forever.
The only reason I haven't killed as many pilots as hunters because everyone I fight has edge now.
I mean, the people that Hunter fights also has edge.
Yep. And you notice he stopped killing people.
All right. You take rank 72. Let me mark that down on your sheet here. And I'm Kiseki, rank 72. I'm gonna go to your exit interview. I mean, if you have anything to say, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, he just sits down and says, "Well, there you go, Adam. That was for you."
We're talking to Adam Knight.
Yes.
Making sure you're not talking to yourself.
No. No, generally speaking, I don't call myself my first name in my internal monologues. Well, William, short match.
That's true. Some would consider Nelson Nixon to be a very lucky mech warrior, but it would seem that his luck ran out.
Well, it always does for us at some point. And
You're expecting your luck to run out?
Eventually. You know, William, the reason I got all these tattoos up my arm, it was for that eventuality. I knew while I was out there on the front that at one point one of them was likely going to kill me. And when that happened, I wanted them to know how many of them I was worth.
Oh, Cersei.
As of now, well, I'm worth quite a few of them.
You feel like you've been putting a target on your back.
Likely. What can I say?
If you
I came
were
home
challenged,
from the war and the enemy was still here.
you were challenged to a trial. Accept.
That would depend.
One.
I don't fight battles. I don't gain anything by winning.
You don't consider killing a Klansman winning?
Well, there's plenty of better ways to kill a Klansman than in a mech.
There's something you need to tell us, Adam.
Nope. Like I said, I'm off duty.
That's all his questions. May have just implicitly confessed to murder, I guess.
Ain't killed anybody yet.
You know, when you phrase it like that, you put yourself on watch lists. You know that, right? It's funny because the match was so short, I never even deployed the breaking news, which would have been relevant to
What is it?
Next episode. Next episode. It'll be there next episode. Doesn't matter. All right. I'm going to go give Kane his 1 point of wealth real quick.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do in the aftermath? Like train Osman or anything else like that?
I'm going to train Osmond according to his wishes. I am going to make him I'm going to actually, take his training seriously and make it not about gladiator training, but actually about being a real, mech warrior. I'm going to train him like a soldier. Live fire.
I mean, do you well, I mean, listen. Look, I'm no member of any military ever, but I'm pretty sure they don't start with live fire until after weeks of breaking people down and making sure that they're physically capable.
Yep.
So are you skipping that physical capability part and jumping directly to live fire?
I assessed his physical capabilities last time.
Yeah, you had him box.
Yeah, and
you think 2 weeks of boxing training is enough to prepare one for a soldier?
No, but I think that it's probably enough for physical conditioning.
Okay, all right. I'm marking it down here. Live fire.
Obviously we keep doing all the physical training and stuff along with it, but we're just adding in the live fire on top.
Sure. let's talk about if you want to do anything else.
I'm gonna go meet my team.
I mean, look, when you say meet your team, right, you had described it to me as you were reaching out to people. Is there actually like a seedy back room of a bar where everybody gets together? Because that sounds really terroristy.
I think it's probably like it's probably like the basement of some like uh like apartment complex or something, like in the like underground maintenance area. Yeah, there's like
Okay.
there's a whole like setup down there. Where
I mean,
Adam
look, it's
gathers
like
up the
any
crew.
team of post World War II, right? There's mechanic guy, there's the kid who joined the war late and really hasn't been seasoned yet. There's the guy who clearly has PTSD. There's the guy who keeps talking about how he's going to write home, but he's actually home now. So he just keeps talking about how much he likes his girl.
Mm-hmm.
There's the guy who clearly will take the grenade for everybody else in the last, right before they take Hitler's bunker kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Yeah, there's probably the guy who's going to end up being the sergeant character. He's a little bit older, more grizzled.
Yeah.
Clearly still keeps up with the workout.
Mm-hmm.
Or any other archetype. Radio guy, of course, and electronics dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're twins.
Yeah. And then Adam sits down and and just
Like
says,
a Dark Knights of the Round Table situation.
not quite. It's just more of like there's just a couple of like, chairs scattered around the place along with
AA meeting.
along with all the like gun cases and like fold out tables with, rifles disassembled on them and shit.
Okay. Wow, everything you're describing sounds more and more terroristy.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Yeah.
And Adam just sits down and says, I am Lieutenant Kiseki.
Lieutenant Kiseki, everyone says. No. I'm messing. Please go ahead.
Very, very funny, gentlemen.
They don't do that. That's just me.
Yeah, Adam just sits down and says, my name is Adam Kiseki. And, well, we're all here to finish the war.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then we cut to black.
Dun, 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 dun.
The
Sounds like the
Immortal
beginning
Warrior.
of a movie trailer.
The Immortal Warrior, Shadow
They came
Team.
home, but the war followed them there. They thought they were returning to a peaceful life, but in the morning they chose violence.
Surrounded by the enemy in their own home.
Summer. The Immortal Warrior's going to need some help behind the scenes. All right. I actually do need to do another Immortal Warrior ad at some point.
Immortal Warrior, Shadow Team. It's gonna be great. Coming this summer to a theater near you.
Immortal Warrior, Dragon Clash in the Kingdom of Ice. I mean, you got anything else to add, Varen? I know that you worked hard on the audio issues that people pointed out.
Yes, let me know if my mic sounds better.
Yeah, let me know if my mic sounds better.
if it still sounds bad, I might have to buy a new microphone. We'll see.
I think it sounds fine.
But yeah, hopefully everything's sorted now and I sound good. And hopefully there will be more exciting things to do next time. Hopefully nobody else is gonna die, but we'll see.